अस्मत् सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः. प्रह्लादनार्दपराशर पुण्डरीकव्यासम्बरीशुकिशौनक भीष्मदाल्क्यां रुक्माङ्गदार्जनवसिष्ठविभीषणादिं पुण्यानिमान् परमभागवतां स्मरामि. नाहं वसामि वैकुण्ठे न योगिनां हृदये नमो मद्भक्ताः यत्र गायन्ति तत्र तिष्ठामि नारद. Namaste. Very fortunate to be here. English, Dana? Right. In this satsang today, we had a wonderful bhajan. I should mention Via Vishima with the Gayatri. Very fortunate to immerse ourselves in Vittal. Beautiful meaning, right? Kshetra Vittala Tirtha Vittala. Just melted your heart. And it's Namdev Sabang. Namdev Maharaj, Namamani is the start there. Namdev Maharaj tasted the nectar of the holy name of Vittal. Namdev used to talk to Vittal every day in Pandharpur. One day there was an Ekadashi bhajan in Vittal. Why one day? Every year it's a bhajan, but Ekadashi is a special bhajan even to this day. Can have a kirtan there. The kirtan was going on for hours and hours together, and there were special guests in Pandharpur. Nivritti, Jnanade, Sopana, Muktabai. The four were there. Muktabai was the youngest child, kid like this. What's her name? Huh? Shreya. What's her name? Shri. Allah Shri da. Shri Shreya. Shravya. You started with Shri, right? That's why. All Shris are here. Your name? Ankita. Umberla? Aditi. Yeah. Shreya. All say. See, so many Shreya, Ankita, Aditi, all A series. A for Arjun. So Namdev was immersed in this Nam Sankirtan, and Perumal wanted to do a Leela, Vittal. So the bhajan was going on Gora Kumbha's house. Kumbhar means one who makes pot, a pot maker, right? Potter. What's your name?
Jai Sriman Narayan.
His name is Jai Sriman Narayan. Huh? All of you say Jai Sriman Narayan.
Jai Sriman Narayan.
More loudly. Jai Sriman Narayan.
Jai Sriman Narayan.
This is Saujanya Mommy's pattern. Kindly permit me. See, such a big name. They call like that in the school. What do they call?
Shriman. Shri, Shreya, Shriman.
All Shri series, huh? You need not go to any Mahalakshmi temple at all. See, all Lakshmis are alive here. So bhajan was going on. That is what is Shri. Dhanam Madhiyam Tavapada Pankajam. Nama Sankirtanam is the wealth, right? It was going on in the Gora Kumbha's house. Gora Kumbha is a pot maker. Great devotee. So many devotees of Panduranga. Everybody was in ecstasy. Everybody was crying, dancing. And Vittal was also dancing there. Vittal cannot remain in the temple when the devotees sing. Madbhakta yatra gayanti. Fill up the blank. Tatra? Nada. Yeah, I forgot. That's why I'm asking fill up the blank. I go and stand at the place where there is a chanting, congregational chanting. Vittal was also dancing. Namdev was also in tears. Everybody was in tears. And then we were in Bhagavad Anubhavam. Vittal. Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hari, Jai Jai Ram. That is the mantra. And then the bhajan was over. There should be some respite, right? Otherwise they will leave their bodies. So Krishna also does this Leela, that they have to come back to consciousness, the earthly body consciousness. Then there was a play. Muktabai was like Shreya, right? And then Gora Kumbhar, she asked Gora Kaka, very common Kaka, Dada, very common names in Marathi. Nama solla Chidapa, Peripa, like that. Gora Kaka, Kai Paji Tula. He said, I want to test these people, all the devotees. I want to test. Gora said, fine, you know how to test pots, right? Yes, Kaka, I know how to do. Take a stick. How do you test a pot? Whether it is ripe or not, the pot is ready or not. How do you do that? With a stick. Ankita, how do you do? Yeah. Arjun?
You poke the pot.
We'll break the pot.
No, you poke it.
Poke it. Just tap it. You tap, you'll get a sound, right? From the sound, you know whether it is ready to be sold or not. Right? पका हुआ कि नहीं पका या कच्चा. So she's a child, right? She took a stick and then she tapped on the head of Gora Kaka himself. Kaka, paka hua hai. You are matured. Means you are matured in Bhagavatam. You are advanced in devotion. Like that, she was testing everybody. Said finally she came to Namdev and then said, "Tum kacha ho." It was a great insult, right? In the company of all the devotees, and then everybody is highly in the devotional plane, and then you say, "How big?" He really felt insulted. Although he was a great devotee, Ramdev, he doesn't know anybody else. Straight away went to Mata Vitala, Pita Vitala, right? He knows only one God. Any problem, he will go and cry to Vitala. Vitala is only everything. Sarva Vida Bandhu, Tameva Mata Pita Tameva. Tameva Bandhusya Gurus Tameva, Tameva Vidya Dranam Tameva. Tameva Sarvam Mamadeva. He knows none other than Vitala. He went to the temple and ran to the temple, started crying. Vitala said, "Why are you crying? What's the problem? Kya hua?" After that, you were a Sakshi, you were the witness. And a small child is telling that I am half baked. Is it not insult to me? What is their insult? She told the truth. Adding salt to the wound. Mama correct, very idiomatic. Sodium chloride, applying sodium chloride on the wound. What nonsense. I do bhajan every day. Tells us, so what? I'm also dancing to your tunes. But then how come she say that I am half baked? I am seeing you, I'm talking to you every day. Shivatsa, come the friend. Why are you hiding yourself? I won't ask any sambhana. Come here. How come you say? He saw, I am seeing you every day. I am singing bhajans. This is like similar to the Tirunarayanpuram episode, right? Ramarija. Same, Arayar episode. You are singing fine. I am also dancing. So what? But then Muktabai says that I am half baked. Like a child you are crying. Yes, you are half baked. Then when will I become full baked? You want to put me in a oven or what? Yes, you have to get knowledge. You know Nam Sankirtan, you are seeing me, but you should also have jnana apart from bhakti. Then where do I get jnana? Go to Vishobha Kechar, he said. Where is the Vishobha Kechar? It's just nearby. There's a place. Go. He will give you knowledge. What to do? Now Vitala has given. Vitala is everything for him. So he went searching for Vishobha. Where is Vishobha? Where is Vishobha? Then they said, he is in that Shiva temple. Go and find him. So he's there in the Shiva temple. So he went to Shiva temple. And then the Shiva temple, what he saw was shocking. He got the shock of his life. The person who is supposed to be Vishobha, who is supposed to be a guru for this Namdev, for sleeping very carelessly with his leg on Shivlinga. It was the base for him. At least if it is a pillow, it's okay. This was something like a footrest. He got the shock of his, what is this? Great Bhagavata. Shiva is a Bhagavata. And then this person is keeping his leg on Shivlinga on sleeping. And then he didn't open, he was sleeping, right? While in the sleep, Vishobha said, "Oh, Nama, Vitala sent you here." He was shocked, second shock. He didn't open his eyes. Vitala sent you here? Yes, how do you know? Vital told me. I know what you are thinking. Oh, I should not keep my leg. What can I do? I have become very old. Why don't you take my leg and keep aside? I can't even move my leg. Then Namadev went and touched the feet of Vishobha Kechar, the Guru, Charana Sparsh. Vande Guru Sri Charana Ravindam. The moment he lifted his feet and kept aside just about 1 inch away, then another Shivalanga sprang from that point. Wherever he kept the feet, the Shivalinga just appeared then and there. Shiva is so much delighted to take the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees of Vithal. Then he understood. Got the knowledge. The very touch of the lotus feet of the Guru, he knew Vithal is everywhere. Earlier he was thinking Vithal is my pet and Vithal is only my child. Vithal is everybody's child. Vithal belongs to everybody. The process was complete. So we are in Pandharpur now, all of us. The divine blessings of Vithal have been immersed. Thanks to Gayatri, taking us to Pandharpur on the bank of River Chandrabhaga. Incidentally, one of my family friends are also in Vithal and they gave a message, photograph. Vithal, had darshan, ecstatic darshan, Pandharpur. And they are related to 42nd year, right? Parampara of our Hobramat, Intimate Aishinger. That's how Perumal arranges. Right? So, children are here. So, I will talk about Prahlad. Then we'll have question answer sessions. Somebody has to remind me the time because I don't have control over my tongue as well as time. 7:25. Can go up to 8, then we'll have to question answer session. Right? Okay, ma? Arvind Swami. Arvind Setlo. Somebody has to remind. Okay. Okay, we'll go into Prasad Charitra. I prepared. So, at any case, I have to repeat this. Because I took pains to prepare notes. Okay. I did some homework here. Okay. Dishantu me deva sadattvadiyaha.
Dishantu me deva sadattvadiyaha. Dayataranga chandrakadaksha.
Shrotreshu.
Shrotreshu gujam madhuram charanti.
Amritam charanti.
Amritam charanti.
Saraswati.
Saraswati deva.
Samshrita. Kamadhenum. Good, Shivachan. Good training. Yeah. Kayadu Sutavajasat Virata Pungava Draupadi. Vedanta Deshika gives first rank to Prahlad among all the devotees. First rank. Kayadu Sutta. See, in the Amma Odi Payan, the Amma Odi Payan. You Payan, Yar Payan, your Payan. Like that, you say, no, his son. Her son. Who is Shravya? Saujanya's daughter. Who is Kushi? Saujanya's daughter. Appadana Salva, Shriya. You say like that, right? I would doubt Larka. Who is, people ask, who is your father? Who is your mother? So nice, wonderfully dressed. Shiman Narayan, Jai Shiman Narayan. Do they ask or not? They ask, right? So much of research she is doing. Upanya Janga Pai Mudi Purdo. Sapa Kipar Kurpara Nia. Kaya Dusutavajasat Virata Pungava Draupadi. Prahlada Narada Parashara Pundari. First rank goes to Prahlada. Second rank goes to his Guru Narada. Why? Simply because he was opposed to an empire. An empire, not only his father, an empire, right? The whole empire was against him. So there was a question, right? If you have a majority, is it correct? No. There was a question there. If you have majority, do you mean it's correct? Asuras are 66 crores. 33 Amararku Munchendru, 33 crores Devatas. So will you say that Asuras are correct? There are many Asuras in this Kali Yuga. And the Asura empire is expanding. Do you mean to say they are correct? If anybody says against them, you chop it off. Hey, do you mean to say they are correct? So majority doesn't prove anything, right? Similarly, if there is a guru who has got majority following, do you mean to say that he is correct? No. Is he going according to the parampara? Is he going according to the disciplic succession? Is he going according to the acharyas? There are qualities of an acharya, right? There is an Acharya who has got maximum bank balance. He has got maximum number of devotees in India and abroad. Doesn't mean that he becomes a Bhagavan, right? So that means we must choose the right Acharya. How do we know the right Acharya? Siddham Sat Sampradaye. He should be in the Sampradaya, starting from Abhagavata Pratitam Anagam Acharya Santatim Bande. He should be connected to the link. Stiradiyam, he should be firm, whatever he says. It may be like this. Sanyana Panalama Venama. Panalam Panala. Taram Parvar. He's not an Acharya. First question you should ask, are you doing Sanyavana? I think you ask, what is it? Whenever you first question you ask, Sanyana Pandriya. Suppose you don't do, immediately tell your wife, don't give him coffee. That is enough to kill him. Forget about the food. Suddenly, Skaditye Shasitaram. One who corrects you whenever you go astray is an Acharya. One, not a person who is popular, right? Popularity is not the rating for an Acharya. Prahlada is number one devotee because he stood against an empire, against his father, against the entire administration, entire government, which spanned 3 worlds. Sarga, Naraka, as well as Bullock. That type of faith we should get. Yes or no, Arjun?
Yeah.
When?
When someone is doing like the wrong thing.
I mean, what time? After how many times? Yeah, you answer. You answer. Chataki, right?
Yeah.
See, I remember your name. Vedanta Deshika mentions your name. Jagati Chatakavat Kritinaha. Chataka is a bird,
Yeah.
The bird, what does it do? It is laddus and chocolates.
I think it's the one that can last for a long time without water.
It takes water only directly from the sky. It doesn't drink any other water. Rishis are like that. They always look for the grace of God. They are not satisfied with anything else. Only Bhagavad Anubhavam. Yeah, the question. When should we get, when are we supposed to get that staunch? That's one of the questions. When will we get such a Mahaviswasam, 100% faith in God? That is the question.
Satsangam. Maybe satsangam.
With satsang, when? Question is when? After what duration? I was talking about duration.
I'm not sure.
No, not sure. You don't know. Yeah.
Your whole life.
Huh?
Your whole life.
Whole night.
Life.
Whole life. No. You can't spend over. We don't have time. Can you tell? What's your name?
Bhavika.
Huh?
Bhavika.
Bhavika. Very good. Nice. Shravya? When are we supposed to get that Mahaviswasam? 100% faith in God.
All the time.
All the time.
As soon as possible.
Ankita? Can you say? Prahlada's devotion, Prahlada Bhakti. Is there any time duration? No. Now or never, that's all. Not after doing so many tapasya. Now, that's all. This moment, today, when you go out of this house, you get 100% faith. That's all. Now or never. Are you prepared? எல்லாம் பயமா இருக்கு இதுக்கெல்லாம் பெருமாள் சிம்மர் வந்துட்டாருன்னா நமக்கே சாப்பாடு கஷ்டம் ரவி அவருக்கு வேற தலிவு பண்ணோம் உலகமுண்ட பெருவா Simha has a name, no? Babasaha. Maximum eat, maximum. That is why in Madam you'll find all anda and that. Even 10 devotees are there, he eats so much. Yeah, now or never. Let us see. He is there. Kaliyuga Devam, right? Okay. So, how could he get that power of opposing an empire? Come but me, let me die. Let him put me in fire. Let him put me in the ocean. Let him kill me. Let him put me let him torture me. One father is torturing him because he's saying Narayana. That's all. So anybody who tortures his child, if he says Narayana, must be Hiranyakashipu. Yeah. So how could he get this 100% faith? Only one answer, Acharya Kataksha. That's all. Guru Kripanjana Payo Mere Bhayo. Gayatri தெரியும் அந்த பாட்டு. Ram Bina Kachu Dekat Na. Once you get the grace of Guru, you will see only Ram everywhere. Andar Ram, Bahar Ram. Kabir Das. Jahan deke wahan Ram hi Ram. Wherever you see, you see Ram. Only shortcut, the best solution is get the Acharya's grace. That's all. Narada's grace. To Prahlada made him perfect devotee. Perfect devotee. Not even 0.0001% doubt in the Lord. 100% faith. Yeah. So, if you have a majority, doesn't mean you are correct. Hiranyakashipu, the entire, all the universe was against Prahlada. He won. Proved God exists. Lord came for him. Absam Bhakti. Lord has to come for us. He has to do our job. What else he has got? What else he is supposed to do? அப்புறம் பக்த வாத்சல்யம் இது பேரு. So, Sthira Buddhi. Because of, he got the Sthira Buddhi, firm devotion at the lotus feet of the Lord because of Narada's grace. Narada was a great Rishi, right? Rishis are not just ordinary people. No? Rishi means one who does a lot of tapasya. For whom? For whose benefit they do? Not for them, right? Not for their food or clothing. Roti kapda makan. They don't fight for that. They don't work hard for that. For our welfare. All the Maharishis, they did tapasya in the forest so that we can live in bungalows comfortably and do bhajan. Because of their tapasya we are here. That's why we bow our head, you know. Asanamantasya pratibhya mere prishtharishi sulam chandasi korma devata. Every mantra was discovered by a rishi, great rishi, from a treasure, from an ocean of Vedas and Shastras. They did tapasya for thousands of years and then gave us these mantras, right? Like Vishwamitra. Savitri, Rishi, Vishwamitra, Devi, Gayatri, Chanda, Savita, Devata. உண்டா எங்க இருக்குதுல அர்ஜுன்
Sangoshtee Devata, Sangya.
சந்தியா கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்ட கரெக்டா. எனக்கே டவுட் எங்க இருந்தது சொல்றமே டெய்லி. ததி கிராவிண்டேதி மந்திர correct. Great. We have to offer we have to bow. We offer our obeisances to that great Rishi, right? Rishis are great scientists. They did a lot of research. And then they gave us wonderful mantras, shortcut mantras. Vishwamitra gave Bala and Adibala mantras to Rama and Lakshmana. If you chant those mantras, you will never become thirsty and you will never become hungry. Mantras exist even now. Unfortunately, we cannot recite them properly with a proper swara and in one breath. We have to tell those mantras in one breath with the right swara and with the right pronunciation. Mantras are there. Unfortunately, we don't have the capacity to chant those mantras. Bala Adipa mantras. Mukku Lakshmi Samachara has revealed it in Upanyasa. I heard it. Breathless. He was a Siddha Purusha. He must have read his books, Korayavanda Millai, right? This Korayavanda Millai, reading those books, many Muslims and Christians have started chanting Sahasranam. Just books. He lives through the books. Very powerful, very powerful. Because he himself was a Rishi. So Rishis have sacrificed their entire life only for our sake. Great scientists. They have discovered so many things. So many stellar constellations, so many galaxies. Unfortunately, we do not have that knowledge to decipher the secrets from the scriptures. We have a Maimanika Shastra. Vedanta is written Bhugol Nirnayam. Unfortunately, we lost that book. Many books have been written. Anyway, Still, people can ask you claim falsely. You are unable to discover anything. Then how can you say everything is there in the Shastra? That's why I'm saying we do not have that tapasya to decode the secrets from those Shastras. Because they are mantra Shastras, they are not yantra Shastras. So, Rishayaha mantra drashtaraha. That is the definition. They have discovered, they didn't invent. Vishwamitra didn't invent Gayatri. But he discovered Gayatri from all the four Vedas. He churned and then got the essence of the four Vedas. So he knew in the Kali Yuga, people cannot chant Vedadhyanam. They cannot do Purnadhyanam. What we are doing is only Saptakandas. No. That itself takes 12 years. There are many Anantavai Veda, infinite Vedas. Not just what we do in 12 years. Infinite Vedas. How can we learn them? Right? That's why he said, okay, I will give you the essence of the Vedas. So he gave the Gayatri. Gayatrim Chandasam Mata Idam Brahma Jishasvanaha. So Rishis are great. So that's why Narada is a great scientist, great research scholar. So he gave this knowledge to Prahlada when he was, where was he? When he gave the knowledge?
In his mother's
In his mother's womb. Garbhashriman. So that sthira buddhi will come, firm devotion will come only with the grace of the acharyas and mainly due to shravanam. He was hearing. Hearing is very important. That's why you should bring children like this to the satsang, even if they sleep. Yeah. Children, you can't expect them to listen to story. So come on, thogatame. Nice. That is a great sambhavana to Upanyasa. Right? I am able to make so many people sleep. A teacher asks the student, who is better, a teacher or mother? The student said, you are better, he said. How? My mother takes 1 hour to make me sleep, but you are taking 1 hour to make everybody sleep. The entire class sleeps. Such a wonderful lecture you give. So you are definitely better than my mother. Whether they understand or not, they should be taken to these places, satsanga. Some words will go at least. At least in 1 hour, they are not talking nonsense. That itself is enough. Akaporilia. They are in a satsang. Let them sleep. Take them. Take them to the temple. Take them to satsang. Take them to Parayanam. Prabandha Parayanam, Totra Parayanam. Sometimes we have to say, Naga Totra Parayanam. You can't go TV. We ourselves spoil them. Let some words go into their ears. Let them play there. It's so nice. Sangoshtee. So many children are playing. Because the Lord enjoys the children's play. Veda Boliyum, Vija Boliyum. Pasana Urke Swami, Ullalia. Tendiru Pere. Unda Swami, Kelpatikira, Tendiru Pere. Magar and Edum Godai Kada. Unitari Ungapa. Solu. Ungapa Sanadana Sola. Copyrights to your father. Mataka Viraga, some Romaya Upanyas. குமாரி பெரிய பரம்பரை எல்லாரும் பரம்பரை ஆள் பெரிய பரம்பரைலாம் இருக்காங்க. பயந்து நான் சொல்றேன். அதெல்லாம் நோட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருந்தாரு. அவ போய் அப்பான்னு சொல்லிட்டேன். வேதபலியும் விழாபலியும் there was music. சங்கீத கச்சேரி ஒரு பக்கம் இருக்கு திவிதேஷ். சங்கீத மியூசிக். And another side வேத பாராயணம் பிரபந்த பாராயணம் வேதபலியும் விழாபலியும் பிள்ளை குடா விளையாட்டொலியும் அரா. Children were playing, making noise here and there, running here and there like that. Sangoshtee, I was remembering this passage only. They are expected to do that only. You can't ask them to sit like a meditation and then do meditation or something. Children are children. They will play. They are supposed to play. Right, but you should not suppress them. Tirupparayil Servan Nane, that Perumal said to Garuda, just move aside. Even now he is aside. He is not in front of the Perumal there. He stands aside. I want to see the children. Let them play. He was enjoying. So that Sangam, you have to take them compulsorily to such Goshtis, Satsangam or beautiful bhajan. Enough. Beautiful Sangeetam. They may not know about Sangeetam. Let them hear about holy name of the Lord, Vitthal. That's enough to change their lives. Yeah. So Shravanam, just by hearing, Narada became strongest in devotion, right? Mahavishwas. Rukmini, there are some people who are going to get married, right? So Rukmini started loving Perumal because she heard about Krishna. Chitva Gunan Gunan Shritva. Just by hearing the glories of Krishna, she fell in love. Character. If wealth is lost, what is the proverb? If wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. பணம் போனா ஒன்றும் இல்லை, சம்பாதிச்சுக்கலாம். But if character is lost, everything is lost. So we should look for the first point that we look for a groom is character, isn't it? நல்லா பணம் இருக்கு, பரம்பரை எல்லாம் இருக்கு, சுவாமி தண்ணியிலே மூழ்கிருக்காருன்னா என்ன லாபம்? What's the use? His character should be strong. That is what counts. First thing is that is strong character. Then we go for wealth. Wealth also counts. Kulam, Gotram, all this, status. Father looks for qualification. What is his qualification? My daughter is MTech, he is also MTech, okay, shall give in marriage. Bach jayega, kamaega, roti kapda makan. Mother will say, nice parampara, nalla parampariya, Kulam, Gotram. Fine, nalla Gotram. Not same Gotram at least. Right? Friends, then you'll see, is he handsome? Kanya varayate rupam. Yeah, the bride wants the groom to be a manmata. Padai ki nahi tera, acha, he should be handsome. That's all. Kya dekhna hai padai se? What are you going to do with education? In fact, those illiterates only are earning more as ministers, MLA, something, businessmen. You should be very handsome. Kanya varayate rupam. Bandhavaha. What do these relatives and friends they want? They want a caterer like Ravi and Sujata. How am I bothered? And give me $500, Mysore bag pack panide. Or potlang katinde, or vartha kachinde. That's what. Bhojana Michanti Bandhava. Shrutva, hearing. So they should hear. Should take children so that they can hear. Let them sleep. No problem. Krishna, Raman, Karla Povada. Perumal, see, very intelligent. He has kept eyelids so that we can close the eyes. Perumal, you can't close your ears. Very intelligent. In the paya, highly intelligent. He will run away from satsanga. Forcibly, Harinama. That's why no leads to ears. Because it will go. Krishna enters into the heart through the ear. Shruti Kuhara Kandu Hara Giraha. So you will develop unflinching faith in Perumal only when you hear. More Shravanam. Shraddhe Lamikala without Shraddha. Not necessary that you should hear with bhakti and all. That will come automatically. Why are you bhakti? That is his job. It's not your job. Just listen. That's all. Don't be opposed to satsang. At least do not oppose to satsang. Any time we are busy, you are not Varche Mysore Madhur. Or Yada Pandor. Next time, Tanga Bari Panira. So he was sent to the school. Prahlada was sent to the school. And then he learned something. Hiranyakashipu asked him, what did you learn? What is the best thing you learned? He is saying, Kaumare acharit pragyaha dharman bhagavataniha. At a very young age, like children. At this age only we should do bhakti. Prahlada says this. This is the age. Aindil vidayatade? Aimbadil vidayat. The Mamarka Supreme Court judge. Yeah. But there is another proverb also. Better late than. I want to learn Tiruvamadi. I am already Satipurti over. What will I learn? No. Me want to Sadabhijagam we can learn. What is the problem? Where there is a will, there is a way. That's what is required. Better late than never. So what? Even at the age of 90, you can learn Bhagavad. What's wrong in that? That ruchi is important, right? See, at this age also, he is interested in learning new things. learning Sandhyavandanam, learning Thiruvaradhanam. At this age, you should appreciate such people, yeah. So he says, Kaumare Acharet Pragya Dharman, at a very young age. This is the age to go for Divya Desha Yatre. I'm happy she is going for Yatra, right? Rama Yatre, Anu Yatre. Nitya is also coming. Aditya also, right? See, இதுதான் இந்த வயசு தான் ஆசை வேணும். நித்யா நல்ல எக்ஸாம்பிள். எல்லாம் இன்டர்மீடியட் டிகிரி அது சொன்ன பேச்சே கேட்காது. அப்புறம் இப்பதான் ஆசை வேணும். இதுதே போயிட்டு வாங்க. கிடருளை இளமை கெடுவதன் முன்னம் வளரடி மாயன் மருவிய போய் எர்ஷடே பார்த்த அனுபவம். இதுதே போயிட்டு வாங்க. Doesn't mean that after 60 you shouldn't go. Fine. When you have confidence, you can see at the age of 90 also what's wrong. But better at this young age. So you take them. So Prahlada says that Kaumare Acharet Pragyaha, and he gives another verse. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam Padasevanam Achanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam. So starts with Shravanam and ends with Atmanivedanam, Bharanyasam, Sharanagati. So this hearing will automatically lead slowly. Yatha tata avapi sagat krutonjari tadaiva mushnat shibhani shesha shubhani kushnati najadu hite. Yamunacharya, Ananda. You just fold your hands once to Perumal. Automatically he will give you everything. Because it melts. Amjaleti iti anjali. It will melt Perumal. Just to fold your hand. That's why it's a wonderful culture, right? Hindu culture. When you see somebody, what do you say?
Namaste.
See, not only said, she did practically. Arjun எப்பவுமே அப்படியே உட்காந்துருப்பான். Like this, Anjali Mudra. No? In the school, what do you do? Like this? How will you sit there in the school? Now you are sitting the whole 1 hour, you will be sitting like this. In the school, in the class?
I'll put my hand in my pocket.
You'll put your hands
In my pocket.
in your pocket. Panduranga. Bolava Vital. இப்படி வச்சு நிற்பான். கரக்கட்டை வரி டேபுனி யுகே அட்டாவி ச விட்டவரி பூபா. இல்லையா? இடுப்புல வச்சுருக்காரு பெருமா. நைஸ். யாராவது என்னென்ன முதிரெல்லாம் வெளியில் இருக்கு பாருங்க. ஆல் பரதநாட்டிய முத்ராஸ் ஆர் கமிங் அப், ரைட்? This is the Anjali Parama Mudram Kshipram Deva Prasaditam. If you do Anjali, Perumal feels he is indebted to you throughout his life. He will give you moksha and more than that. In this life, no better. All we have to do is just do Anjali without devotion. Not necessary. No, I won't force you. This is very powerful. Agamasmi aparada chakravarti. Vedanta Desika says, you are Chakravarti, you are emperor of the three worlds. I am also emperor of the three worlds. Srinivasa says, how are you emperor? Vedanta Desika says, I am aparada chakravarti. I am emperor among all the sinners. You have to create high-tech narakas for me. All the 26 will not do. Whatever is written in Bhagavatam will not do. So many sins I commit within a second, fraction of a second. So I am equal to you in status. Karune tvam jaguneshu sarvabhumi. You are Daya Chakravarti, Devi. You are a Daya Chakravartini. So status equal. So you have to bless me. There is no other way. 30th verse in Daya Chakravarti. Ahamasmi aparada Chakravarti. Only Vedanta Desika can say this because he is Venkatesha Avataruyam Tadghantam Shotabhavi. Srinivasa is revealing the secrets to all of us. See how compassionate is Lord Balaji. Perumal comes down as Vedanta Desika and tells us what is the recipe. Food and nutritional expert. What should be eaten, what should not be eaten. Mama, Agaraniyam. Indalia. Don't eat that, don't eat that, don't eat this, don't eat that. Because there are two things, Ruchi and Shuchi. If you eat for Ruchi, mind will get corrupted. If you eat for Shuchi, then mind will become Sattvic, according to the Shastras. But only person who can do with Ruchi and Suchi is Ravi and Sujata. With Acharam, Anushtanam, as well as taste also, no? And then the mama mommy பண்றாங்க ஒன்றரை இருந்து 6:30 மணிக்கு தான் பண்ணிருக்காங்க தனியாஸ் மீடியா mama mommy பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So nice. See how much love they have for the affection of Bhagavatas. All of them should eat. It should be tasty. It should be nice. It should be adequate. More than adequate. Packet நாங்கலாம் தயிர் சாதம் packet வச்சு நான் இன்னைக்கு கூட சாப்பிட்டேன் சுவாமி. Sangoshtee. Because of love, so much of love and affection, right? So that is the greatness of our Acharya. So Prahlada is hearing. So you should be in satsang. Take the children to the satsang. Let them talk. Let them play. So what? Children are supposed to play, not to sit like a Maharshi. If a child looks sitting like Maharshi, there's something wrong with the child. Yeah. Goda exception. Yeah. Suppose you say tomorrow, I had Mukundan Mama's lecture. I am going to marry Ranga. Your father will get a shock of his life. What is this? Kada vera upanyasa vera. Be practical. Abdino. Solvala இல்லையா? Hearing. So please take the children wherever there is satsang, where there is kacheri, where there is a namavadi. Temple worship, very powerful. Vedanta insists on temple worship. Take them to the temple. Balaji temple, very nice. Balaji has come so many thousands of miles here, and if you don't go for 100 miles, you have to go, right? Arigadi Pongo. Fine. Then, Alvar says, in a different version, Alvar says that when Hiranyakashipu questioned him, what did you learn? In the school, he said, Vishwam Betun Vashatkaro, Bhuta Babhya Bhavat Prabho, Bhuta Brit Bhuta Grit Bhava, Bhuta, he threw him away from his lap. Talking nonsense. You're chanting my enemies' names? I gave you a different syllabus. Hiranyakashipu Sahasranama. How come you are chanting Vishnu Sahasranama? The entire university syllabus is changed. See, he's singing very nicely, children. அது ஒரு சுத்தி மாதிரி இருக்கு இல்லையா அழகா பள்ளியில் ஓதி வந்த தன் சிறுவன் வாயிலோர் 1000 நாமம் உண்டா இல்லையா தெள்ளிய சிங்கமதாகி தேவை பார்த்தாச்சு திருவள்ளிக்கு அவர் வச்சிருக்காரு போட்டோ வச்சிருக்கீங்களா பாச்சாண்டி இங்கே இருக்காரா கிட்டே வந்துட்டாரா அங்கேருந்து பாப்பா அவனுக்கு தான் காத்துருக்கும் தெள்ளிய சிங்கமதாகிய தேவை திருவள்ளிக்கு அழகியாம் தானே அறி உருவம் தானே. So what should we do in the school? We should hear something good, talk something good. We should not be in the association of bad friends, right? That's what Prahlada is giving you an instruction. Very powerful, right? So that's why every day what we should do? We should do is ask the children to write Ramanama or some stotras, simple slokas. Or Nyasa Dasakam. Nyasa Dasakam is the best way of crying to Perumal. Akrityanam Chakaranam. I am doing everything that is prohibited. Krityanam Bharjanam Chame. What is prescribed, I don't do. I do only those things which is not supposed to do. Apra enapa? Nee reference inge iru dictionary mere ukandu. Shamassa nikilam deva pranadhartyara prabhu. This is one way of crying. Oh, I don't know that stotram. Okay. Perumala ida. I am Aparadha Chakravarti. Always do commit sin. Please excuse me. Just fold the hands like this. You'll melt. So all of you know this Namaste, right? Very nicely you can do. You know, how will you do Namaste? Wow. Looking Bharatanatyam and then what Pandra? So nice. Naga the Gojo to everybody. Nima, I got D lot thinking. See, the children are so nice. Anjali Parama Mudra, the best Mudra of all the Bharata Shastra. Mudra is Anjali. That is why Krishna says, Krishna begging everyone, please do Anjali once, then I will do everything. I'll take care of everything. Yata tata vapi sagat krutanjali, vaso hritva denakara sutta sannidho vallabhinam leela smedo jayate ladita astitaha kundashakam sabridabhi tadanavadane tabihi abhyatyamane kami kaschit karakamalayor Anjalim yachamana. He begs, please do Anjali once. Then I will take care of everything. Yogakshamam Mahamyam. The Anjali is Sharanagati. So we should ask them to chant simple slokas or prabandham, or let them write at least Ramanama 108 times. Because when you write Rama, then Hanuman is there really. He will come and take care of your child. Sadhu Santake Tumurakavare Asuranikandane. எல்லாம் நுட்டு பண்ணி வச்சிருக்காங்கப்பா. ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் பயம் ஜாகிரதையாக சொல்லணும். டைம் 5 minutes. ஓகே, எனக்கு 5 minutes சொல்லலாம். முடிச்சிடறேன் 8. அப்புறம் கொஸ்டின் ஆன்சர் ஓகே. So give them, ask them to write Ramanamas, chanting bhajans, and automatically Hanuman will give everything. Anjale ஒன்று பெற்றான், அஞ்சலே உண்டாராக, அவன் நம்மை அழித்து காப்பான். So he will give everything. Bala buddhi vidya dehu mohi haravu kalesa. He will give everything to all of us. Buddhir balam yasho dhairyam nirbhayatvam arogada ajatyam vakpadutvam cha. And also Rama and Lakshmana will be security guards for us whenever we go out. Agrataha prishtadacheva paschadachya mahabalo akarne purna dhanmano rakshetam Ramanakam. So you can ask the children to write Ramanam. We can also write. Why we children? And Hanuman will be pleased, and when Hanuman is pleased, he will give Ram Bhakti very easily. Sadhu Santake Tumurakavare. Hote na ajna binu paisa. Ramu dubare Tumurakavare. You want to go to Rama, you have to go to Hanuman only. Hote na ajna binu paisa. You have to pay tax. The tax is Ramanama. And then what else he will give? Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi Kedata Asabaridini Janaki Mata. He will give Ashta Siddhis. You write Ramanama, he will give you all Siddhis to you. All miracles you will be able to do. Navanidhi, all wealth will come to you automatically. Isn't it? கற்பா ராமபிரானை எல்லால் மற்றும் கற்பரோ புற்பா முதலா புல்லரும்பாதி ஒன்றின்றியே நட்பா அயோத்தியில் வாடும் நான்முகனார் பெற்ற நாட்டுமே. Alvar gives the Supreme Court judgment. It is. Nobody can alter. ராமபிரானை எல்லால் மற்றும் கற்பரோ. So this develops bhakti and mahavishwasam automatically in the heart of children as well as in our hearts. Suniti, example of Dhruva story got, I told you in the camp, right? Suniti sent Dhruva to the forest to do some satsang, and this is the Nanda and Yashoda sent Krishna to Ujjain schooling, Sandipini ashram. So we should bring the children to the temple and ask them to do some seva, something like washing, cleaning, mopping. Small, are they making garlands? That they can learn shlokas or prabandhams, attend upanyasams. And the Dampatis have an understanding in sending the children. They should have a good understanding. Right? They should not fight among themselves. Homework that they can do separately, confidentially, not in front of the children, right? And it's really fortune that we could see so many children in Sangoshtee, right? Playing very nicely, full of energy, then going here and there. Seeing them also is a punya. A child writes Ramanama, chants some shlokas, seeing the child play and playing with the child is also a kind of. So then there was a question like, why should we be spiritual? Why should we go to spiritual life at all, first of all? Because, very simple, you can't be happy otherwise. You can never be happy because happiness lies inside. We are all Atmas, we are not the bodies. Whatever comfort we give the body, we can never be happy. We can be happy only inside. Happiness comes from within. A person spends billions of dollars and then in a ship and then makes a party and becomes happy. We can be happy without spending a single dollar because happiness is within, not outside. Comes from inside, right? That is subject which is connected to the mind. Manayeva hi manushyanam karanam bandha moksha. So no matter whatever fortune you spend outside, you can never be happy because happiness is within, not outside. How can you search for happiness outside? Because we are souls by nature. How do we know we are souls? We are not the body. Very simple. We say, this is my body. Simple logic. This is my body. I kept it very clean. I kept it healthy. That means what? I am not. I'm different from my body. Very common sense, right? It's not a big Vedanta. I have an intelligence. I have this mind. My mind thinks in this way. So my mind is different from me. My intelligence is different from me. I am different from everything. Somebody that me. What is I am? The Dharma Bhuta Jnanam. We call it technical terms. That refers to the Atma here, soul, which is present inside. So obviously, we have to be spiritual. Why should we go to spiritual? You obviously you are inbuilt. The system is inbuilt that you are spirit by nature. Spirit means not English spirit, Atma, right? So you have to go to spiritualism. You cannot be happy in materialism. Very difficult to understand. Easy to say. For example, you take a chocolate, right? You'll be happy or not? Yes, no doubt about it. Will you be happy? You take a chocolate, but how long?
Until you finish it.
Till you finish it. Fine. Beautiful. Probably you take 1 hour to finish it. So that you can elongate the ananda, right? What will you do? How long it will be there?
Not long.
Not long. Safe set. So no time. How long you will be happy when you take a chocolate?
Only once I finished it.
So long as you finish it.
1 second.
1 second. Give him a big bar so that you take 1 day. Why you give such a small? What is this? He is revealing all secrets. That is true. So long as it is in the tip of the tongue only. The taste buds will give you a signal to the brain that you are happy. That's all. Once it goes into the mouth, finished. Even if you take cow dung, also it is one and the same. It's only at the tip of the tongue, right? For this tip of the tongue, the multi-billion-dollar industry going on throughout the world. India, so maavie pathitama vikram pizza andra burger andra pizza andra. Abba, see how much we are slaves to our tongue, no? The tongue also does the job of chanting, right? That can be done in variety. Instead of eating variety of foods, you can chant in different way. Vittal, Ram, Krishna, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna, Hara Mude, right? Pachama, Amare Bol, Meni, different type of chocolates. Hardware is given. I heard a lecture by Justice M.M. Ismail. You know, have you heard? He's no more. He used to be judge in Kamban, Pattimandapam. So when somebody asked him, how do you spend time when you go in train? Because one day, night journey. You know what he gave? Wonderful answer. He said, I take a pasuram from Kambaramayana and I chew it. What a Rasika is. I chew, we analyze. I mean, two devotees come and go on, analyze why this, why that, why this, why companies chewing. And Bhagavatam says, what all we are doing now in this material is Puna Puna Charvita Charvanana, which is something like a cow, cow where a buffalo takes. In India, they eat nice colorful posters. Now all digital posters have come. So they have gone out of food. So they eat the paper or grass or whatever it is, fodder, and then take it out. It has the power of taking it out, chewing again. Fortunately, Perumal didn't give that. Otherwise, I would have taken the same Mysore Pak again and go on chewing it till I go back to Hyderabad. That is what is called Puna Punaha Charvita Charvanana Big Vedanta. That's what we have been doing. Whatever enjoyment we have done, again we take it out, again chew it, again put it inside, again take it out, again chew it. Same pleasure. Same dosa, same upma, same idli, same dosa, again different forms. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to eat only different types of dosas here? What is the aim of my life? Atato Brahma Jignasa. Therefore, the inquiry into the Brahma. When I asked this fundamental question, why am I going to this school? First question. Why do you go to school?
To learn.
To learn. Very good. You are clear about your aim of life. When I went, I didn't know. I thought for me eating biscuit and chocolate, which they give me. Why do you go to school?
To learn and then have to earn money.
Yeah, to learn and to earn money. Extra fitting. What about you?
To learn and like play with your friends.
Yeah, very good. To learn and the way of life. What do you? Yeah, to play. இதுதான் கரெக்டா சொன்னாங்க. சில்லற. Why do you go?
To learn and have education.
Yeah, education. நீ பெரிய ஞானிமா நீங்க. அதான் கரெக்டா சொன்னா. போனா ஆட்டமா வந்தமா சின்ன பெரிய படிக்கிறது. அதே தான் எங்க அம்மாவும் சொல்றாங்க. அதே தான் டீச்சர் சொல்றாங்க. Very nice. See, different types of answers. They're very clear about their goal. So Prahlada says, Panam gato yat harimashrayeta. We should have that faith. And then the Lord will, once you start one step, the Lord wants you, Perumal wants you to keep one step. 99 steps he'll fulfill. One step. What is that one step? Sharanagati. Then everything it will go on chain. Then you write Ramanama, then you write Vedas, then you do Aradhana, then you do Sandhyavanam, then you do Thiruvaradhanam, 3, 4. If you ask them what will they say? It is for discipline. We can't ask in what way this dress is connected to your learning process. You can't ask them. You'll be thrown out of the school. When it comes to the Veda, we ask hundreds of questions. Why should I apply Thiruman? Because Vedas do not throw you away. Vedas love you. Sagasra matra vatsalataram shastram. Shastram is that which loves you more than thousands of mothers put together. That's why it gives instructions. Okay. It is extremely difficult to get faith in Shastrams. Of course, it's not so easy. You have to surrender. When you surrender, automatically you start loving. When you love, automatically you will be able to do more and more service. Better your service to Perumal. Better your love. In your office, you do better than what you did last year, right? That's how we rate you. That's how they give you the increment, right? They will see the performance, what you did in the last year. Then they give you higher hike and then position, right? And they give you more responsibility also. When you get a higher position, doesn't mean that you get only more perks. They want you to spend more time in the office. Instead of 10 hours, you work for 14 hours, they will say. Finally, they will say, don't go home at all. This is your house. This is your first wife. That is your second wife, they will say. The original wedded wife. Then well, they give permission. So what's happening now? If you show dedication and love to your firm, then they'll reward you. When you follow all the rules and regulations, and you do extra also, not that you follow all the rules and regulations of the company. What are you expected? Not only you do that, you do something extra, isn't it? So you're supposed to be, they will say, proactive. You are not proactive, just doing whatever I'm saying. You should be more proactive. What proactive? You have to sell the company only. Perumal doesn't say. இன்னும் நிறைய பண்ணணும் பெருமாள் சொல்றது நீயா பண்ணணும் out of love, isn't it? So that is what is an example from Prahlada Bhakti. Finally, Nrsimha had to come down to save the child from the demons, from an entire empire. Perumal cannot sit in Vaikuntha. When you do bhajan, when you chant his holy name, he has to come down and protect you. So with that, I just stopped the questions. There are some questions, so I'll just answer them. Then you can ask more if you want. First question was, why discrepancy between science and Puranas? Puranas are science, perfect science. Now, in what way science is perfect? For Dalton atomic theory, he said atoms are not divisible. Later on, Niels Bohr atomic theory, Rutherford's model atomic theory, every time it was getting changed. So those who followed the old syllabus, they were made fools. Science goes on changing. The same box which they say use for container, they say no, it will cause cancer. Don't use that box. Just 1 year. The same container which use packed food, they say it's cancerous. It will develop cancer. Don't use. Science keeps on changing. Don't drink this water. Don't drink that. They use chlorine. The excess of chlorine will burn your stomach, they will say. Finally. Is science not changing? Every time it's changing. Puranas, they do not change. One instructions, one, yetadanusasanam, that's all. In Kali Yuga, this is instruction. In Dwapara Yuga, this is in Treta Yuga. No. It's universal truth, is universal. Satyam, Bada, always. Dharmam chara, Madhudevo, Baba, Pitrudevo, everything will be same. It will not change. Isn't it? A scientist said, I think this was Pascal or something like that. I have the quotation that to say that life has come from matter. So scientists say, isn't it? Combination of enzymes, DNA molecules, and then one day life has come. This is what they say. This story is existing now. He said, it is just like saying, the scientist himself said, Pascal, he said, it's just like saying that a wind blew through a garage full of junk. Suddenly an aeroplane flew out of it. This is the wording of the scientist. Himself is unbelievable. There must be a creator behind this creation. Even Einstein said, even Isaac Newton accepted this. Isaac Newton said, I discovered God's laws of motion. I didn't discover laws of motion. God has already made laws. I didn't invent those laws. It's already there. Everybody, what is that first law? Anybody? Everybody will continue to be in its state of no body is apple is here. How long it will be here? Till I eat. Don't say that.
Till it's been cut.
Unless until it is cut, you will become a scientist. Yeah. How long it will be here?
Until it's like
How long it will be here? How long it will be here? How long it is here?
until it falls.
Huh?
Until it falls.
Beautiful. That's what the answer I meant. Until a force is applied on it, right? When I apply a force, it will move. So long as no force action, it will be remain. It's supposed to remain there, itself, right? It doesn't move unless until like wind blows or air blows. That is the first law. Until an external force acts on it, right? What is the third law?
Every action has an equal and
Yeah. If I give an apple, you should give me 2 apples. Yes. He says yes. To every action, there is an equal and opposite reason. Whatever karma you do, you have to reap its fruit. When we say like this, they don't agree. As you sow, so shall you reap. Oh, that is religion. Then what is this? This is also law, spiritual law. Science keeps on changing. Theories keeps on changing. Laws keeps on changing. But divine laws are always universal. They will remain the same. They will never change. Irrespective of the yuga, irrespective of the person, irrespective of the caste or creed, same for human. Red light, you should stop. That is a common rule for everyone. Of course, exceptions are there. The president or the premier goes, you can't say red light, stop, you can't say. Rules are meant, there's a proverb, rules are meant only to be broken. Special rules are there, right? You can't apply the same rule which is being applied to a citizen to the premier. You can't ask him to stand in the queue or something like that. But there are laws and they have to follow, right? That was the first question. Why discrepancy between science and Puranas? This is a separate science. It's a science, a spiritual science. That is a material science. Material science changes because matter changes. Matter changes its form. Law of conservation of matter, right? If you take the paper and burn it, what will it become? Ash. The matter is there or not, or is it destroyed? Is it destroyed or it remains the same? It remains the same. It has changed its form. Vasam jirnani yata vihaya navani grinati navani devi. This body is like a old cloth, torn cloth. So the soul inside, when your dress becomes old, you change it. You change the pullover, right? Or change your dress. Similarly, the soul changes the bodies when this becomes old. That is Bhagavad Gita. That is spiritual science. Then the sun around the earth in some Puranas, and then they are applicable. Are they applicable even now? We have a planetary system. There are different laws of motion about Kepler's laws, Galileo's laws. They all undergone change. Everything have been changed. Right? The gravitational pull. See the beauty. Just tell me one scientifically. Logically, you tell me one. Scientifically. The entire planet, the entire galaxy, the planet, all the planets, how are they? They are just floating in space. Can you keep them 10 balls in this place and then make them float? How are these floating? Of course, scientific explanation is that there is a gravitational pull between one planet and another planet. That's why floating. Fine. Right? There are some forces. There are simple laws which govern these forces. But then the next question, who is governing, who is applying all these forces, and who has created these planets? The question comes. Simple logic is, if there is a creation, there is a creator. If there is a mind, somebody has created it, right? We don't know who has created, but somebody has created. It's a common sense to say. Similarly, this entire creation, wonderful creation, we don't know what is there, what is present in a body. Still research is going on. There should be a mastermind behind this. Newton said this. There should be a mastermind behind a creator. Very simple. I want to know, Mysore Bag is very nice. So I will ask, simply ways, I will go and ask Ravi, Sujata, in every funding of intelligence. Now I keep on guessing, so much of sodium chloride, 250 grams, and so much of glucose, C2H22O12, and so much of water, so much of ghee, they must have mixed. I keep on guessing. It's like that is what is happening, You go and ask the Vedas and the Shastras which give the creation. Why do you go on speculating? God might have made like this, he might have made like this, he might have made this. Go and ask the person who has done straight away. He will tell me how to do a Mysore Pak. Vedantakrit Vedabit Eva Chaham. I am the supreme scientist and I have given everything in the Shastra. Krishna says that. Is that intelligence or keep on guessing or speculating? This could be reason, that could be reason. Next question was Puranas. Are they theories? Purana, the definition is Pura api Navam. Old history, but then still even now it looks new. That is the definition of Purana. Ramayana or Vishnu Purana or Bhagavatam Purana, 18 Puranas. They happened around 5,000 years back, lakhs of years back, Treta Yuga, some lakhs of years back, 5,000 years back, Dwapara Yuga, Krishnavatara. The records are there. Okay? Right? And they look even now new. So whenever we chant Bhagavatam or sing bhajans, it looks every day new. That is called Purana. Right? Now the question was, are they just theories? No, they are recorded facts. People said, oh, Dwaraka didn't exist. Now we have maps. NASA has given you a map about the Adams Bridge, Ramasetu. NASA has given you photographs of, there was a city in bed Dwaraka. We are not saying, they are saying. Setu irukku அவன் சொல்றான் NASA photo எடுத்து. It existed அப்படின்றான். Science has proved it. So Ramayana is true. We are not saying. Purana, no Upanyasaka is saying this. NASA is, no, it's true. This is the bridge. It's a photograph. Have you seen that photograph? Bridge is there. Okay. Moon speed is greater than sun in Srimad Bhagavatam. How could it be? The question there. See, remember, there is not only one galaxy, I told you. Billions and billions of galaxies. So you can't generalize that. Our one law to one galaxy, to one universe, to all the other galaxies. So we can't even imagine how many galaxies are. Scientists agree that there are billions of galaxies. So Srimad Bhagavatam cannot be wrong. It's not applied to Milky Way galaxy. Why should we accept the Vedas? Very question. It's left to you. It's individual freedom. You can reject the Vedas. No problem. Nobody is going to be, loser. There are laws here, Australian government laws. You take a car and you drive. You can reject the laws and end up in an hospital. It's your freedom, either to follow or not. Laws are meant only to protect you. Why should you put your fasten a seat belt? All the four other gives a red color, right? When coming to Australia, I learned Chaturvida Purushartham, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, 4 seat belts. Otherwise, you give a red one. Whose benefit it is? For whose safety it is? Whose safety? Huh? Not mine. I am not driving. எனக்கு சொல்றாமா நான் டிரைவ் நீ தான் டிரைவ் பண்ற. It's our safety, right? Government gives rules for our safety. Not just because I have sadistic pleasure, they want to tie you in a bed and see, put you in a zoo and see. Vedas give you so many rules and regulations for your safety. நீ ஃபாலோ பண்ணா உனக்கு நல்லது. ஸ்ரேயாம்சி. Otherwise you will suffer. Simple. So Vedas, why should we accept the Vedas? It's not compulsory. You should accept it. If you don't accept the Vedas, you will suffer. That's all. Anybody who accepts the Vedas is a astika. Anybody who doesn't accept Vedas is a Nastika. Some people say, I accept Krishna, He is supreme, I accept Vittal, but I don't follow the Shastra. He is a Nastika. I love my father, but I will not listen whatever you say. How can I say beloved? எங்க அப்பா சொல்றது ஒன்றும் கேட்க மாட்டான். எங்க அப்பா லவ் பண்ணுவான். எப்படின்னா துணி தப்பேன், ஷூ அடிப்பேன், படிக்க மாட்டேன். Will you be happy? You want to make Krishna, you have to follow whatever he says. Vedantavit, Vedavit, Evacha. It can't be separate. I will love Krishna, but I won't follow whatever Krishna says. It cannot be love. It cannot be bhakti. Love means you should follow whatever your parents say. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Appa santosh paduvara? Will you be happy? I will do a lot of Sahasranama Archana, Koti Archana, I will build the temple. I will not do Sandhya Vandanam. I will not be happy. Sonna peru sonna maate ayogya paile. We have to follow every instruction. So it's left to you. If you follow the Vedas, you will be happy. If you don't follow, then you have to suffer. That's all. If you follow the rules of the road, you will be happy. If you don't follow the rules of the road, you have to suffer. Ramanuja, next question. Ramanuja is avatar of Shesha. Is it not an exaggeration? Some of his devotees then they say Ramanuja Bhagavatar is Bhagavan and all. There is a sloka. Ananta Pratamam Rupam. First is Adi Shesha. Didiyam ta Lakshanam. Second is Lakshmana. Tridiyam Baladevam cha. Third one is Balaram. Kalau Ramanujo Yutihi. In Kali Yuga, you will be born as Ramanuja. This was written 5,000 years back in Bhavishat Purana. Advars are given Poliga Poyit Vallu Yichabam. Kaliyum Gadum Kandu Gadmain. Advars are given is avatar. Then what is the problem? And what Ramanuja is going to get, whether you accept him or not, he is not going to lose. He is not going to gain. He has come down to give us a wonderful and easiest path, Sharanagati. So thus all of us can go to Vaikuntha in this Kaliga. Whether we accept him or not, he is an avatar of Perumal. Otherwise, you cannot imagine the work he has done within 120 years. He has done Bharat Parikrama twice. That itself is enough to show that he is Paramatma. Who can go around India for twice Bharat Varsha? And the job and the work he did, so many Divyadeshams were renovated through the kings. Forget about all those things. Now you have Thiruman Sichanam because of Ramanuja. Otherwise, you don't be there. Adiyen Ramanuja Dasan because of Ramanuja. 1,000 years back. To this day, you are sitting and chanting Ramanuja Daya Bhatram, you are saying Sisai Daya Bhatram, or chanting Pallande. How could it be? He must be an avatar, right? Simple logic. Forget about all the pramanas. இன்னைக்கு வைஷ்ணவா இருக்குமே திருமண் இருக்கே சீச்சன் இருக்கே ராமா அதான் ராமானுஜர் பவர். Today you are chanting Pallande after 1,000 years, in spite of the onslaught by the British and the Mughal invaders. In Australia, you are able to do this Ramanuja Daya Bhatram, Ashise Daya Bhatram. You are able to chant Pallande. Is it not the power of Ramanuja? You think your power? It should be an avatar, right? Illan nadakuma nammalaala imagine panna mudiyuma? Can you imagine? You would have been wiped out, right? So many onslaughts. To this day, inga kuda நீங்க எப்படி பண்றீங்க பக்தி? How are you going to the temple and doing chanting Pallande? Who is empowering you? Asmat Gurur Bhagavato Stedayika Sindhu. All saints, all the Maharshis, all the Bhagavatas are blessing that. That's why you are in satsang. So obviously Ramanuja must be an avatar. Otherwise it's not possible, right? All the Sampradaya, they have taken bhakti from Ramanuja. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vallabhacharya, latest Swaminarayan. They read Sibhashyam. They accept the Siddhartha. So there should not be any doubt that he is an avatar. Then Pramanas and Shastras. Yeah. How do we use them? Puranas and Shastras. Yeah. We learn so many things from Puranas and Shastras. Matrideva Bhava Shastram. Pitrideva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava. Respect your parents, respect your gurus. Universal truth, applicable for all castes and creeds at all times. Very simple truths which can be followed, isn't it? It's a basic responsibility of a child to take care of the parent as a gratitude. என்னன்றி கொன்றார்க்கும் உய்வுண்டு உய்வில்லை. Basic requirement of a child is to take care of the elders. இல்லையா? இதுக்கு என்ன சாஸ்திரம் வேணுமா? Forget about shastras. Is it not our responsibility? Is it possible to change Vedas? No. Why? Vedaischa sarvam ahameva vedya Perumal. It is a breath of Perumal. Vedantakit vedavit eva chaham. So nobody can change Vedas. You know, there is a name for Vedas, Shruti. Shruti means that has been handed over to us through hearing only. Vedas was not written form. Recently it has come into written form because we lost the memory power. Right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, the same swara will Vishnu, it will not change. How is it possible? Same swara, same sahityam, same breaking, uniform. It has been handed over to her through hearing only. That's why it's called Shruti. Yedudak Kelavi. Marai. It's also a Marai, right? Marai means Maraichi soldu. It's not reveal everything directly. It's a hidden truth. We need intelligence to find out what it is. So it cannot be rewritten, it cannot be changed, it cannot be altered. We have no right to touch. Can you change the law? Australian law? In my street, I will not follow your rule. Can you change? It's my wish, my car. I will go anyway. I will not follow one way. Can you say? You can't change your law in Australia itself. How can you change Vedas? Universal laws. It cannot be done. Did Rishis have special powers? I already answered this. They do have special power. And that is why we are doing Sandhya Adanam. The mantras are there. Very powerful mantras to this day. Just you have major that I already covered. Then sharing food. Echil Titu. The whole acharam revolves on only two things. Echil and Titu. Say, not taking the remnants of others. Will be very careful. Unhygiene, very simple. You go to a restaurant or a hotel, there you have a plate, right? I don't know about here. Maybe disposable is very good, safe. Anyway, otherwise, in India, what they give you plate, and then you eat that. You will dip in one bucket. In that bucket, 100 plates will be dipped. All 100 sheshas will be there. You will wipe it very nice with the tissue paper. So you will be eating somebody's remnant. What will happen to you? This is okay. The worst part is this pani puri. Worst part. They will come in the car, all luxurious car, rich people. They love that pani puri. And then he'll make a hole with his holy hand and fingers. And he will dip all the 5 fingers. He will not put salt there. From the body, automatically sweat is there. And then he'll make a hole in the pani puri. He will dip it and give, Brahmanandam. What Veda, what temple, what Shastra. They eat as if they have never seen food in their life. Labak. Take the plate, you see, and it is being a part of the reception, right? In the marriage, wedding reception, compulsory pani puri is there. Whether pani puri, there are 5 finger dipping is there. Nowadays, they have really improved to make it hygiene. They put gloves and dip the gloves inside. Tell me, how far it is hygienic? Is it good for you? Vedas, that's why you say we give only for your stomach. வெளியில சாப்பிடாத, கண்டது சாப்பிடாத. Don't eat anything, everything, anytime. எதை கொடுத்தாலும் யார் கொடுத்தாலும் சாப்பிடாது. Don't eat food given by stranger. We don't know how he cooks, right? In one hotel, there was a board. முடிச்சிடறேன், 5 minutes முடிச்சிடறேன். அரவிந்த், 5 minutes முடிச்சிடறேன். அவளை பச்சிக்கிட்டு. There was a board, right? We make hygiene buns here with the wheat, malt. So somebody went inside to find out how you do in the kitchen. So how we need the wheat flour, how you do chapatis, how you need it, dough, how will you prepare the dough? எப்படி ரொட்டி மா எப்படி பண்ணுவீங்க? என்ன பண்ணு?
The dough will be like a ball and then you flatten it.
அது அப்புறம் ரொட்டி பண்ணதுக்குனா how do you make ரொட்டி மாவு? How do you make dough?
You mix ghee.
You mix idli. நீ வாத்திர புதுசா பண்றாங்க. You mix
ghee,
salt, flour, and then what you do?
And you knead it.
No water is required.
No, you need water.
Then what you do?
Then you knead it with
You knead it so that you get the dough, right? So in that order, we do prepare hygienically chapatis. And the customer went in and saw What hygiene? There are about for 100 people he has to prepare, right? He was trampling with his legs. கையால் இல்ல சுத்தமா பண்ணா காலால் வதிக்கிறான். It's not a joke, it happened in a bakery. So when it's a large quantity, they will do that. How do you know? It's lotus feet dust. Tadangri muddisya kada pikena chit. This is how it comes. You go into the kitchen, you will never eat throughout its life. That's why when you pray Perumal, Perumal will see somehow you will never go to the hotel at all. Right? In India, now it's very common. Anything happens, Swiggy. You just swipe, Swiggy will come. From Udupi Hotel also, he says, Swiggy, bring me Udupi Hotel. Okay. Who is bringing it? Salman Khan. What your holy food, right? So this is for our health. Why Shastra prohibit that you should not eat anything and everything for your stomach? Your mother prohibits you from taking this and that because she wants you to be healthy, hale and healthy. Ida sapadada, adu sapadada, ice cream sapadada. You scream high. Stomach will get spoiled. This is because the mother loves you so much, she give you hundreds of instructions, right? Hundreds of instructions. நீ வந்து அமெரிக்கா போயிட்டு வந்தா கூட they will catch your hand and cross the street in Australia. என்னம்மா அமெரிக்கா போயிட்டு what is this சொல்ல மாட்டேன். Love. டெல்லிக்கு ராஜாவான தள்ளிக்கு விட்டான். That's how Vedas, they love you so much. They give you so many instructions. இத சாப்பிடாத. Why? They want your spiritual health to be perfect. Apart from physical health. Okay? Then sharing food. So we'll be very careful when you take food from outside. You have to be very careful. Because food poisoning is very common, right? Particularly after this COVID. Now everybody has become acharam after COVID stay. Ella anushtanama biscuit alamida saapra ellaru. Yeah.
What's food poisoning?
What about?
What's food poisoning?
Huh?
What is food poisoning?
Food poisoning. Anybody can answer his answer? What is food poisoning? You can answer? Ah.
Oh, it's like when you get something and it doesn't have to reaction or something.
Yeah, but that which is unhygienic food is food poisoning. Even in the house, right? If you have a nice chakra pongal in Kodarevellam and you eat in Thai Masam 10th day, what will happen to the chakra pongal? It become a poison, right? Stale food, contaminated food. That is called food poison. When you eat, immediately you get vomitings, right? When you eat halwa, kodma halwa, right? Same halwa will come out. That is called food poison. You understood? Then, what is the balance between Vaidika and Laukika life? Right? Balance. How to balance? Both will come parallel. It's nothing like after retirement I will do Sandhyavandanam. Then you eat after retirement. No, you're eating now. So both should be simultaneous. There are two tracks. A train can perfectly balance only on two tracks. While you study, while you do your job, simultaneously, this also good acharam food. They're chanting on slokas. People could not, our housewives, they cook food, while chanting slokas, prabandhams and all, whenever they get time. That's all. That should go on simultaneously. Nothing like that after retirement, I'll go. Should go on simultaneously. Then only life will be perfectly balanced. Simple things, Sandhyavanam, Thiruvaradhanam. Along with officers, no time. You do Pratha Sandhyavanam, Madhyanikam simultaneously and then go. What's the problem? You go to the school, somebody was asking, I'm going to, you said, I think, right? Somebody, morning I have to run. So what to do about Madhyanikam? Sun rises in the morning. The moment you go about 8 o'clock, sunrise is there, I think. Find out the sunrise time and do Surya Namaskar and go. What's wrong with that? Right? We don't skip any meal. We are perfect in our timings. So why Sandhyavandanam should be skipped? That should be out of love. Neya Nilaikadavam Nik. Neya Nilaikadavam means even the doors of Krishna, Nanda Bhavan, they love Krishna. Neya. Neya Sattodargama. Kripaya Sneha Garbhaya. In Vaikuntha Gadyan Ramanuja says, the exact translation. Neya Nilaikadavam Sneha Garbhaya. Disha Avadokitaga Sambhyak Abhivanditai Taistereva Anumata Simata Mura Mantrena. So even the doors, they are all Nityasuris in Vaikuntha, right? They are not ordinary doors. So they have love. They do that job with so much of love. Nayagana Ninda, Nanda Gopanadia, security guard, it does out of love to Krishna, not that he's paid or something else, out of love. அப்படி இருக்கணும். கைங்கரியம் உகந்து உற்றேன் உகந்து பணி செய்து உணபாதம் பெற்றேன். உகந்து. When you offer something, when you offer a fruit to Perumal, it should be with love. With love, automatically will peel out this brand and all. And நம்ம சைல்டுக்கு எப்படி கொடுப்போம்? When you offer it to the child, how you will give? அந்த மாதிரி கொடுக்கணும். Yeah.
Wrap the thing, get all the skin out.
அந்த டெக்னிக்கல் அப்ப சொல்லாதடா, டைம் இல்லடா. You offer it to love. You said you put your paper and everything will come out. It's technique. You offer with all love to the Lord. Similarly, just as you offer to the child, you should offer. As simple as that. Perumal is my child. Automatically all achara marta will come. That's all. This love has to come. My Perumal. You eat with this skin, I peel out and eat. You can't say that. Yeah. So that is the answer for that. And then do's and don'ts. You can always balance spiritual life and material life. See, ultimately we have to surrender to God to see that our life is balanced. That's all. எல்லாமே நன்னா எப்படி பண்ணா நன்னா இருக்குமோ, whichever is perfect, you make me such a devotee that I do perfectly what you want me to do. That's all. You have to surrender. இது one தலைமையில போட்டுருங்க. Just put it on his head. He is the person who is supposed to take care of you. He loves you more than your love to him, right? The love is more. And then do's and don'ts. For a lot of books are there, do's and don'ts. Don't worry about those do's and don'ts. First, forget about do's and don'ts. In the house, when the mother loves you, because mother loves you, she tells you all the do's and don'ts. அங்க போகாத, குளிரா இருக்கு, இங்க வராத, ஜுரம் வந்துடும், don't touch that, don't touch this, this is you shock, don't go near that, it will break. These are all do's and don'ts. Why is she saying this? You will get injured. You will suffer. அதான சொல்றேன். Shastras say do's and don'ts. Many shastras are there, but whatever used to be known to you will be told by elders at the appropriate time. Why are you bothered with it? A lot of things are there. A lot of things we don't know. So Perumal will teach you at the appropriate time what to do, how to do, because you can't go into the subjects. It's an ocean. But do's and don'ts are not important. Love is important. Develop love to Krishna, develop love to Perumal, Saligrama. That is more important than do's and don'ts. And if you love him, automatically do's and don'ts will come. If you love a baby, you are very careful. Mother will say, come on, lift it very slowly, tender. Don't feed the whole bottle. Feed slowly. So many rules are there, right? That will come automatically. Don't worry about do's and don'ts. How scientific practices are, how important are they? I told you this is spiritual science. Material science is different. Spiritual science is different. You have to know through experience. For example, even in a material science, if you say this is 230 volts electricity flows through the bulb, how do I know? Then when you put your hand, then you will know. Don't do that. Anyway, I'll give an example. How is this fruit? Suppose you say it's very tasty. I'm asking you, how is it? And you say tasty. How tasty it is? If I ask you, can you give a measure? It is 1 kg tasty. Will you say that? Or 1 liter tasty? Can you say that? I have to taste. That's all. The only way to know how sweet it is, I have to taste it. That's all. There is no other way. It has to be experienced. All these spiritual laws have to be experienced. And even material laws. How can I define electricity? I can simply say rate of electrons flowing through a point at 1 second. I is equal to Q by T. I can give you a formula also. Q is equal to IT, I can say. But how will I tell you current will be like this? Unless until you get experience. So similarly, Perumal is like current phenomena. You get experience. Yeah.
Do souls have personalities?
Hmm?
Do souls have personalities?
What's it?
These are all personalities.
Huh?
Souls have
Do souls have
His
personalities?
soul does have a form. Right? It's not formless. It has a form. And nurturing the soul. Just like you nourish the body, you have to nourish the soul. And the process of nourishing the soul, the Atma, is what we have been discussing. Just as you feed good food to the body, good books to the brain, you have to give wonderful satsanga to the soul. That will make the soul healthy. That will make spiritual life healthy. We should have a healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy spiritual life. All the three should be there. Physically we are strong, mentally we are strong. But if we are not spiritually strong, then even a small failure we are unable to face. In India, if they have a coaching class right from 6th class, what? IIT. From 6th class onwards, he does tapasya. He'll get up at 3 o'clock. He doesn't do sandhyanam also. He'll go at 5 o'clock in the coaching class. He'll come back at 7 o'clock. Then 8 o'clock, he runs to the school. He'll come back, another tuition. Whole life is gone in tuition. Finally, he doesn't get IIT, he'll commit suicide. Because parents also have expectation. He will commit suicide. Failures are stepping stone for success. We should teach. You should always aim for the best. But it doesn't mean that you should not. They should also be taught how to face failures. எப்பவுமே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தான் வரணும்னா எப்பவுமே கோல்ட் மெடல் தான் வரணும். கோல்ட் மெடல் மாத்திரம் இல்ல. You should get gold medal in violin, karate, parata, computer. எல்லாம் சர்வதந்திர சுதந்திர தேசிகனா. He has a limitation. He is a human being. No matter you train a frog for years together, it cannot fly. It's not a butterfly. Isn't it? There's a capacity. Individual. Each individual is unique, right? No matter I take so much of training, I cannot fly in the air. If I jump from the building, finished. Ram Naam Satya Hai. I should know my limitation. You can't apply this rule. Where there is a will, there is a way. You try. You will fly one day. Where you will fly? You will fly there only. You try. Mukundan, do. You try best way. You will become one day premier. How will you become premier of Australia? You will become king of Abu Dhabi. You can never become king of Abu Dhabi. No matter you try hard. You should know what you are. You can't expect these things to happen, right? It cannot happen. So IIT is not there. There are so many T's are there. Why only IIT? There are no engineering colleges in India. There are no other courses other than engineering and medicine. So you should be taught how to face failures also. In life, we will get failure. Failures are stepping stone for success. So we will get failures every day. You may not get the train at the right time when you're going to the school. 8:30 you're supposed to catch a train and you don't get you miss the train. You will leave your life for that. So failures will be there. You should get up. It's quite natural to fall on the road when there is a plant and peel skin. Automatically you will fall. It's quite natural, right? But then after falling, you should try to get up. That's important. I love this road. The Parramatta road is so nice, so clean. Nobody spits here, no pond. I will lie like this. You have to get on. You have to get up, isn't it? So a child learns to walk or run only by falling on the ground multiple number of times. Child has to fall down. You can't find any child just straight away running the moment it is, coming out of the womb, right? You can't learn cycling without falling, do you? You have to fall many times. Doesn't mean one time you will fall. It happens. Then when you learn, even spiritual path is right, we fail. We fail to meet the standards. We fail to meet the deadline. It doesn't mean that you should not attempt at all. Somebody fails in a paper in the 10th standard. You mean to say you will remain like that? You have to attempt to pass once again, next attempt. So spiritual life is also like that. Failures are stepping stone for success. Thank God I have failed this time. You have given me a nice lesson. I was thinking I am the gold medalist. I will get platinum medal next time. You have shown me I can also get an iron medal. Thank you. It's a wonderful lesson. It's a strong beating on my ego. I was thinking I am the supreme person. I can only get gold medal. Anna Cherpal adiche. Padukyal adiche. Vedanta Deshika was insulted. Some people tied a string of padukas like a marble thoran in front of his house. And you know what he said? Vayam tu haridasana kechit karma balam. Some people go to mukti by doing karma yoga. Kechit jnana balam baka. Some people go to Vaikuntha by jnana yoga. Vayam tu haridasana. We are haridasas. We are the devotees of haridasas. They are padukas are here. Padaraksha balam baka. They are padukas. Just at the touch of the paduka, I go to Vaikuntha, he said. That is the humility. It's supposed to be a Sarvatantra Satantra, Kavidarkika Simha. So humble. Right? So children also should be taught to face failures. If this is not there, IIT is not there, go to some other engineering college. So what? If CA is not there, is ICW is there. If ICW, MCOM is there. Otherwise, BCom. So many routes. People think that is the end of the road if I don't get engineer. Why the parents want the child to become engineer? My father, forefather, engineer parampara. What is the Guru parampara? Engineer. He doesn't like engineering, so what's the problem? Why do you want to force him? Why do you want to make a frog into butterfly? You cannot. No matter you try, no matter you give coaching. He doesn't have inclination. Why do you force? Okay, so do's and don'ts. How scientific are our practices are, how important are they? Akaragamar Sandhya Mupasita Stana Mula Kriya Sarve. You have to take bath every day. First rule. Is it not scientific? Take bath every day for Vedic acharams. It is scientific. And then Akara Sandhya Mupasita. Wear dry clothes, fresh clothes. Wash them every day. Is it not hygienic? Is it not scientific? Acharam muddy. So you dry separately and then we wear it. No bacteria, no bacterial infection, no virus infection. Is it not scientific? Apply tilak. Thiru man. Man is mud. People applying for face pack, multani mitti. That is scientific. Ceremony is not scientific. अरे वाह कहाँ से आए भैया? It activates all your nerve centers. 12 points. Acupressure. Right? So everything is scientific. I cannot give explanation scientifically for all these things. I don't have that much knowledge. But one faith we should have, that a perfect science is given to us, and just because I cannot explain, I don't know. So what are the benefits of this? I am not a doctor. Doesn't mean that you should not take this orange. Just because I cannot explain this, I don't know what are the chemicals present, how it is useful for your body. Right? Doesn't mean that Mama has not explained about orange, I will not take orange. If somebody has not explained Sandhya, I will not do Sandhya. Right? That is not rationalistic approach. Okay, what is the next question? How to develop willpower? Perumal Kodantam is will. Offer pranam to Rama, right? Ramanam, you get willpower, WILL. Surrendering to the Lord is the willpower. See, there are self-motivation classes. The people earn lakhs of dollars in just giving 1 hour speech, right? Motivational speakers. Yeah, you can do, you do. Anyway, there are nice motivational speakers. I heard some of the lectures. Very good, wonderful motivation. They give good lectures. Self-motivation. Best motivation is Perumal is the best motivator. Who else can? Bhagavatas are the best motivators. Be in association, be in satsang. Why is it required to be spiritual? I already answered, because we are not the bodies, we are the spirit, we are the soul. We have to be spiritual. There is no other way to go. That is science. Are we really free to do things, or are we fatalistic? We are not free to do things as we like. Can you walk freely on the road, taking a stick and rotating like this? This is my platform. This is my house. Can you go like that? The tip of your sticks ends with the nose of somebody else. Can you go like that on the road? You can cross anywhere. You cannot walk this side to that side as you wish. There are rules, right? Motor vehicles speeding. It will be dangerous if you do that. There are rules everywhere. Everywhere. Employers, they give the rules and regulation only before they give the salary. Employer also is bound by rules. He is bound by the board of directors. He is bound by the owner. Owner can say, I am the owner of this company, I will not follow the rule. He has to follow rules and regulations. Otherwise, customers will not buy his product. He is finished. He will become beggar. He has to follow his own set of rules. Ratan Tata cannot say, I am giving job to lakhs of people in TCS, so I will not follow any rules. He is the one who follows the maximum number of rules. No CEO can say that. Premier of a country cannot say that. I am free, I will not follow the rules. He also has set of rules. President of India has set of rules, set of protocol. If somebody comes, you can't go and receive. They will stop you. Oh, he's an ordinary minister. Why are you going? You are not supposed to. The PA will stop him. Everybody in this world is bound by rules. Remember, this is a prison, A-class prison. Kunta means prison. Vaikunta means free, liberation. That's what is called moksha. We are only A-class prison, but we are thinking we are free. We are not free. Lalu Prasad Yadav was given in jail. Fantastic house, sprawling acre, he can give call, he can talk everything, but jail is jail. Yeah, he has to come out. Yeah, time up. So, nobody is free in this world. Everybody is bound by the laws of nature, by the laws of the country, by the laws of the state, by the laws of the body. You can't eat when and as and when you like. Then they will fall sick. You can't eat. It's my intermittent. I can eat anything. Then you have to pay to the doctor. So we will suffer. Everyone is bound by rules and regulation. I am also bound to finish in time. Other people say time and tomorrow. And then Sthira Bhakti, Sthira Buddhi, I have told you on the satsang. Process of inculcating Bhakti, I have told you, Shravanam. Starts with Shravanam. Basic things for parents is just you have to just ask them to listen to Prabandhams, Stotrams, Charitrams, etc. That's it. I think I have answered all your questions.
Sorry, one question from
Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Yeah,
from a person called Rohit.
yeah, please.
Where do you draw the line? Whether to follow strictly as per Shastra and Sampradaya or go with a practical approach for modern times?
Yeah, whatever is possible we can do. For example, you have to take bath according to the Shastras only in rivers or well or a tank. Is it possible? We cannot. Wherever it is possible. So in our tap water only we have to take bath. Shower bath. That too, hot water is prohibited. What will you do now? In this weather, suppose cold water, you will end up in the hospital. So we cannot follow Shastras in this situation. So these are all special rules. Special cases cannot become general. So we have to be intelligent to, first of all, we have to protect the body. That's more important. Right? So to give respect to Mama, suppose I keep on like this and go out, and I cannot reach Hyderabad. I am wearing 2 sweaters. Because first duty is I should not give a headache to those who are hosting me. Nama Baramar Kuda Matavalik, first thing. Sarira Madhyam Kalu Dharma Sadha. Sugar Illamal Chitra Medamudima. So we have to take care to whatever possible extent only Shaktianusarana, Yata Shakti. Yata Shakti is Perumal Kettigar. Perumal is very nice, not stupid. He knows intelligent, very intelligent. Remember one thing. Shastras are meant for only our welfare. That you must understand. For our welfare. If suppose you feel Shastras are very stringent and they are torturing me, then you are not understood the Shastras properly. Just like a child thinks, my mother is torturing me. She wants me to wake up early. She wants me to do homework properly. She wants me to go to school proper time. She doesn't want me to play with the children. Suppose a child thinks like that, the problem of the child. All the rules are meant because mother loves them more. That's why she imposes more rules on them. Just like similarly, if you think they are very strict, Shastras are very strict, they are imposing so much on us, then we have not understood the Shastra, the right perspective. Yatha Shakti don't do. Yatha Shakti everywhere. Acharya is also told this Yatha Shakti only. You can't expect in Badri the Pujari to open his shirt and then do like this, and then he'll fall sick and he'll go into coma. 2 degrees. You can't expect Muktira, the Archakar, to be like this with all 12 Thirman and all. He has to wear sweater, he has to wear socks. Otherwise he will die, he will be frozen to death. So you can't apply. There are special rules, special occasions. So when you get doubt in that case, you have to ask elders, you have to consult. Now you got Sudarsanam question and answer session. You have to some elders, that's all. Yeah, அதுக்காக எல்லாமே delete பண்ண முடியாது. Today it's raining heavily, so you leave Sandhya Vandanam Madhyanim. Sun is not there. அதெல்லாம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. சூரியன் இருக்கு, பெருமாள் திருவிளக்கு பார்க்கணும், ரூல் இருக்கு, அதுக்கு இருக்கு, அது குரல் இருக்கு. If the sun is not there, see the பெருமாள் தீபம். You can't expect. We can't just imagine. We have to consult people. அதெல்லாம் everything will be directed to you. He is there. He is sitting inside. உள்ளுபார் உள்ளிட்டெல்லாம் உடந்தேரின் தரிதி. He knows how to direct you. How to, your sincere desire is important. I want to be a sincere devotee. Then he will guide you. Sincere, ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா பெருமாள் போய் அழணும். அதான் சொன்னேனே, அகிருத்தியானாம் சக்கரணம். He will guide you, no problem. Don't worry about that. It is his responsibility to guide you proper path because you want to be in a proper path. So you are asking so many questions. நிச்சயமா வழி காம்பர் பெருமாள். அந்தர்யாமியாவது காம்பர். At least he will give an idea from the அந்தர்யாமி, right? ஈஸ்வர சர்வபூதானாம் ஹிருதேஷே அர்ஜுன திஷ்டதி. மமேவாம்சோ ஜீவலோக ஜீவபூத சனாதனா. So Krishna is guiding from you. He has been guiding you. That's why you are here. He will guide you. He will continue to guide you. Okay, even if you do not beg him, he will guide you. Don't worry. முடிச்சலாமா? அஸ்மத் சரகுருபியோ நம. லோகா சமஸ்தா சுகினோ பவந்து. क्वेश्चन ஆன்சர் அப்புறமா டைம் எடுத்து.
ஆமாமா.
அதனால லோகா சமஸ்தா சுகினோ. எனக்கே பசிக்குது. ஜெய் ஜெய் சுதர்சனா. Because this cannot go on. You can go on for days. அப்புறம்